In late spring of 2015, the grounds near Summer Hour's new school site were cleared of construction, and Gwinnett County Schools generously supported our efforts to begin installing the project. Principal Jarrett, teachers, students, parents, local church leaders, and civic groups pitched in. Under the guidance of Gwinnett Technical College's horticultural instructor, Tony Gobert, we were introduced to Mel's Mix and square foot gardening. Summer Hour's Junior Leadership Corps organized a community forest cleanup day, removing litter, kudzu, and even graffiti from a small urban forest located between the school and an adjacent neighborhood. All summer long, despite the heat, community members continued to volunteer, helping us build, water, weed, and plant the garden. So that when school began in August, harvesting was already underway. Meanwhile, volunteers salvaged debris from the old school site, saving thousands of dollars by repurposing the materials into retaining walls for garden terraces, to create steps and build raised beds. It was truly a community effort. Square Foot Gardening successfully offered students beginning the new year a chance to try new vegetables and to discover how much better food tastes when it's garden fresh. Miss Mason's STEAM Connections class learned about biomimicry when creating a butterfly nursery, incorporating native plants, and learning that even weeds play a vital role in nature. Graduating 8th graders introduced the garden to incoming 6th graders, working together to expand the site for the next generation. Students volunteer in the garden after school, often learning from master gardeners. We introduced the first phases of bio-intensive growing, and the school won a resources grant by the Captain Planet Foundation, providing educational materials, lesson plans, and teacher training for the next 3 years. Our sweet potatoes were very enthusiastic, yielding many earth science lessons for the children, and nutritional treasures they could harvest and take home to their families. Fall gardening introduced greens, which, according to more than one student, taste surprisingly okay. The outdoor classroom provides an inspiring alternative to indoor learning. A local landscape company donated loads of mulched yard leaves, providing a rich foundation for our compost bins. And cover crops were planted to help amend red clay soils heavily impacted by the school's construction. Summer Hour's pilot program continues to grow as an example of community-managed urban farming. It offers opportunities for progressive educators to address global issues on a local scale, with STEAM-based learning and real-life challenges experienced in a schoolyard setting. My name is Tixie Fowler, and I'm the founder of Gardens4Growing Community, the nonprofit that is developing the sites you just saw at Summer Hour Middle School in Norcross, Gwinnett County. Our goal is to use gardens and fresh food as tools to teach environmental education in our public schools and to help underserved communities get better access to fresh, affordable food. The Summer Hour program is supported by Gwinnett County Public Schools, the City of Norcross, Gwinnett Clean and Beautiful, and Gwinnett Technical College, as well as several local churches that have helped us maintain the gardens through last summer. We received some funding and in-kind services from Gas South, Lowe's, Cascade Springs Forestry, and the Captain Planet Foundation. And although we've made huge strides in the past year, it's only the first part of the vision. Next, I want to use these gardens to start a year-round youth program at Summer Hour. It will be called Cultivando, with respect to our school being the hub of a low-wealth, high-minority community. Summer Hour is a Title I school with over 92% of its students on a free and reduced lunch, and over 87% of its student body being African American or Hispanic. Cultivando will be a youth-managed gardening program that teaches kids how to grow enough food that they can then sell at the local farmers market, to 2 local restaurants we have on board, and to take home to their families and neighbors. This student-managed microenterprise will set fundraising goals, food production goals, they'll manage a budget, and the kids will be held accountable for meeting these measurable objectives. And instead of forgetting what they learned in the past school year, students will practice math, science, and language arts all summer, as well as continue to develop their critical thinking and problem-solving skills. This should be a year-round consistent practice. The rest of the year, the program will emphasize what they're learning in school and make their academics more relevant. And as we roll out the program, we'll be actively documenting the process so that I can eventually replicate it and take it to other public school sites across Gwinnett. That's phase 3. Our pilot program at Summer Hour provides a strong foundation for this mini farming program. And with help from the Spark Award, we can move Cultivando forward this summer, bringing certified educators to the program, as well as being able to buy tools and materials we need to expand our food production process. And we will offer measurable results when school begins in the fall. At Gardens4Growing Community, our goal is to empower these at-risk kids, offering them a chance to make a tangible contribution to their communities and to the environment. Cultivando will show them how they can make a positive difference and have a voice in the community and in their own lives. And in doing so, Cultivando will provide a model that my nonprofit can then take to go on and empower kids and communities across Gwinnett County.